Hello everybody, this is Cruel and this is Game of the Week uh, in Silkeborg Rebel League. Uh, this week I've decided to look at the game between the Necro, Lord Bingo's Dreadmoon pack, and the Bangy Wood Elves led by Johansson. Um, I guess mainly my focus here is trying to see a little bit about the Necro because we did a Game of the Week replay that also involved the Wood Elves a couple of weeks back. Um, so so let's see how it goes. Um, we have the Wood Elves with 3 rerolls and an Apo, and we have the Necro with well obviously not an Apo but with a Necromancer and a Babe and 3 rerolls. And casualties 2 instantly takes a rock to the face, and he lives. Sad times. It is the Necro's drive, so let's see it from the view of the Necro. Um, let's just get some of all the skills off. We can see here the Wood Elves, they still have Banger 1 and Banger 2. And the Necro instantly tries to get casualties with their wolves. Claw doesn't really do a thing here because the Wood Elves are armor 7 to begin with, so this is actually the most deadly hit, which of course fails. And we have the Banger Flesh Golem here with Mighty Blow instead of Block. And it's instantly rewarded. Mighty Blow didn't do a thing. He rolled 4, 6, 6, 6. So he would have done that without any skills whatsoever. And we can see here he's doing a good job protecting the ball. I like this screen that he set up a square from the ball in case he failed the pickup, so that's good. And he's also done a fairly good job protecting the 2 wolves. I didn't. The problem with blitzing with the wolves on the LOS is that if you don't get them down, they're exposed usually. But he's got guard here. He's got the flesh golem here. Shadow Claw takes a hit anyway, but he's fine. The, the issue also is that you need to protect both the ball and you need to protect the wolves from the Mighty Blow Dancers. And the Mighty Blow Dancers are movement 8, so it's really hard to protect basically all your good players against them. But we can see here instantly that the Wood Elves are very aggressive. I think this is a sound strategy for the Wood Elves. Maybe Johansson is getting more used to playing them, because they've built up a nice screen here between splitting up the Necro in 2 parts, splitting the team, which is also always a good idea. There's a weakness here, yeah. So if he gets this down, he can move a cage, build a cage in this area. The only problem here, but if he's caging here, how the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 GFI. I don't like this. Are we caging here instead? We're not caging there because is he passing? Oh yes, but you mad lad, you're not passing. Are you passing? This is risky. This is really risky. You have to re-roll that. And he made it. That was a risky play, but it paid off. Is this wolf taking a hit now? There is a 1D. Yeah. Oh, that's really nice actually. Instead of taking the 1D on the ball, he took. That's guard. He needed to come in from here or here before he pushed that guy. But he's beating up wolves, and you know, as wood elves, you need to think about when is the turn to make the 3+ leap in for the 1D, and Johansson probably didn't really feel like this was the turn, so he's just getting his players back in position. He did force by splitting the teams, the Necro team, he did force a risk play, which I think was good, and he did make the Necro spend the reroll. If you're the Necro, what do you do here? Getting this wolf up is good, but if you're blitzing, then you're blitzing into a frenzy trap. I think we're probably gang fouling this. Otherwise, it feels a little bit risky, you know, basically frenzying him next to the ball carrier. You could take the 3 dice with the flashy here, but that also works. Mighty blow, and nothing, because Mighty blow is a fake skill, unless you're a flash column. Unless you're Doombringer. He's actually called Doombringer. Jesus, Jesper. Doombringer. um, the, the, the problem, I think, that the Necro team... Is he going in? No, he's not going in. He's just beating the wolf. The problem that you have with a Necro team versus Wood Elves is that you don't have that many players with natural guard access, and if you're building an X cage, then ideally you want guard on diagonal corners. So you want either a guard here, and a guard here, or a guard here and a guard here. And the idea is that if you try to leap into any one square free in the cage, there's always a guard protecting the ball. So if there's a guard here and a guard here, then any leap into here or here or here or here will always be where you're guarded. The ball carriers will be guarded, and that means that it will be red dice. You can't cancel that assist, so it'll always be red dice. So I like this guard being here. The problem is that he only has one guard, so he can't really make that it totally safe. And this guy has strip ball, so if this guy can make the leap and leap into the cage on a 3+, then on a basically anything but a 2 or a 1 or a 2, the ball goes loose, because on pushes he strips it because there's no sure hands, and on a 5 and a 6 he pows it because he doesn't have dodge. So it's actually it's a 3+3+ at any point in time, just to leap in and strip the ball, and that's really dangerous. I think most would take those odds if you had a hit on the ball, and the Wood Elves can take that at any point in time they want. It's just a matter of timing. When do they commit? And you push. No, I think you should have pushed the zombie here to be tagged out here, because that leaves this guy open. Ideally, if you're Wood Elves, then once you've leaped in, sacked the ball, you have a recovery piece that picks up the ball and just hands it off to one of these guys, and this guy just fucks off with it, and you've basically turned him over, and you're scoring on his drive. So you need someone up here that you can hand the ball to once you've sacked it, and he can just fuck off. This is turn 5. So yeah, Chewbacca is KO'd. And yeah, you can't. It's sidestep. You can't surf it. But it's still only. Um, It's strength 2, so the assist didn't really matter. Going this close to the sideline is also dangerous, especially because your guard is down here. If he dodges this guy out, stands him here, and leaps in with the strip, dodges this guy out, there'll be an assist here. This assist is hard to cancel. Ghoul takes a punching. Will the ghoul live? The ghoul lives. Nothing. So far the wood elves have not been able to really do any damage to this necro team compared to the game we saw where the wood elves were beating up the high elves, which are also armor 8, and they just beat the shit out of them. Um, yeah, you reroll that. You can. It's turn 5. You can afford to spend your first reroll, and it also tags up the guard. I think if you're the necro here, instead of trying to push for this area, you push for this area. You see if you can blitz the dancer, because well, it's a dancer, and because you need to. If you can move in here and be stood here, oh, that's a really good. Is he dead? But he's down, and that's the strip baller. That's very important. This is really good. The only problem is that you also have this guy. So you're blocking your own path to get into here where you ideally want to be on turn 7. And the reason you want to be here on turn 7, ideally better than here, is that the wood elves can screen this off. They can elf screen. Oh, that strike is injured. Ah, he's fine. That strike, but he is regen didn't work, so he is out. Whereas if you're here, then screening off they need to screen off the entire back line, and they don't have the players to do that. But they can screen off this. And maybe that was a better play than going for that blitz. It is sidestep, so it's a good piece to have guarding here. Now, yeah. If this dodge fails, he needs that guy to come down here. But even if he does that, the question here is: do we go through the dancer or do we go through this guy? I think you go through this guy because yeah, no, this is fine. He got the guard in. He gets the dancer down, and it's a hit on a dancer. I think that this was fine, and it blitzing that instead of that secures more momentum. You can build a cage here instead of building a cage here, which is good. So I think this was a solid play from Jesper. How do you secure the back end? Yeah, with the ghoul. You need the ghoul to get in here. And you're doing a risky handoff. A 3+ handoff here could have catastrophic consequences, but I think it's probably right if you want to score on a wolf, and you really want to score on a wolf. Well done. It is a 1 in 9 to fail, so there is an 89% chance with a reroll that this will work. So it's not completely risky, but it's the risk you have to take if you want to level the right players. And here comes the strip. It's a skull, and it's a 5. It's a defender stumbles. Oh shit! It's dead. Did it regen? It didn't regen. Ah, shit, that's rough. That's rough. It was just about to get 15 SPP. And he just leaped in and fucking killed it. Okay. Graphical error. Yeah, you pass it to this guy. This guy. Hands off to this guy. This guy fucks off over here, away from the zombie. Yeah, over here. Yeah, away from the zombie. Well, this is just elves doing elf bullshit. The elf bullshit I can is that's a risk, and it's a risk that you're always exposed to because you only have one guard because you were carrying the ball on the second guard. But but losing the wolf, that was just ugh, that's rough. That's rough, especially for Necro because Necro are so dependent on their positionals, and especially the wolf. Yeah. Foul the shit out of the dancer. It's the best play you've got left. Kill it? Nah. Sadly, no dead dancer. You can take that hit, yeah, and then if you stay put, you can take that hit as well. Yeah. He gets it. Guido is going down. Guido's dead. Well, he's injured anyway. But he's fine. Where's this guy going? Okay. I'm not sure why he went there, why that mattered, but Night Stalker took a walk. Yeah, greed play, beating up the ghoul with AV7 and no regen with Mighty Blow. Yeah, pays off. He's fine though, but I think that was the right play. With Mighty Blow and with an unprotected ghoul and a reroll, then you take that hit. So this is looking rough for the Necro. 1-0 down at the break, and one of your best positionals dead. If memory serves, I think my dwarves may be playing this Necro next round, so I probably should be happy about, that they'll, if they have the bank, they'll buy a new wolf, but it will be a non-block wolf. So on one hand, I probably should be happy about this, but it feels a little rough. I played Necro in Blood Bowl 2 open ladder this season just to try them out, and I had an Agi 4 Blodge Wolf kill itself on a failed dodge, and was just that was such a good piece because wolves can become so good pieces and fun pieces to play with. So I feel a little bit for Jesper here. This is rough. Fucking elves. As I said at some point during the intro, where I presented the rats and said someone really needs to kill these gutters. Same on this Wood Elf team. Someone really needs to kill these two dancers. Maybe we should consider the possibility of introducing a bounty system in this league. Uh, Except, of course, if when it's my players, because then a bounty system is just, yeah. Dancer takes a hit, or not takes a hit, but gives a hit. Ah, shit. Just need to drink my stuff for my stomach. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I sometimes have stomach problems, so my wife has put me on drinking something that involves something in Danish called hvedeklid or loppefrøskaller, which you mix up with water or orange juice, and it's just horrible. It's really good for you, but it's just fucking horrible. Flash columns going here, staying central. I like keeping the columns together. It's a little bit like when you play undeads with the mummies. You want the mummies ideally closer together. I think they could have spread out maybe by one, um, but taking the fast ghoul back as a safety, but nope. So we're going down this flank, it looks. Yes, what is it, dog? And Dionysus is KO'd. Ah, sorry, I just need to maybe do something with the wolf. Oh, not the wolf, the dog. The dog's really not a wolf. Sorry. 2 seconds, guys. And I'm back. And we're handing off to this guy, Upside Ups, who's on 5 points. Are we going to see some greed vanity passing, where this guy passes to this guy? Probably. Otherwise, the handoff doesn't really make sense. If you're the Wood Elves here, let's just switch views because it's a Wood Elves drive. Who are we trying to level here? We have Adamant on 9, 1, 22, 0, 10, 16. He's leveled. 23. I think either the dancer to get him to 16 quick, or the catcher because he's unprotected to get him to 6. Yeah, good play. Fouling a dancer. I approve. Play approved. But it does mean leaving 3 fast players on this flank, so I like the Wood Elves going down here because this is movement 4, this is movement 4, this is movement 6, but the 3 fast players are over here. So if you go down here, then it's very limited what they can react. They can hit with they can blitz with this guy, and he can move 5 squares back, 8 squares, 7 squares. So you can get players back here, but you can't really screen off this, and that means that next turn these elves will be able to fuck off down here to this area. Ja, you can, ja, du kan godt. Den med de store kerner. Er det croissanten, du mener? Nå, det skal du lige høre mor om. Okay, så hvis du tager en kniv, og så skærer den midt over, så deler, så må du spise halvdelen af den. Okay? Ja. Okay. Just had to exercise some breakfast justice between the girls who wants their marzipan croissant, because these days who can live with just an ordinary piece of bread? You need a marzipan croissant for dinner or for breakfast on Sunday morning. This is good. Gets a wolf on the ball. It was a little bit risky because if that hadn't been a 6, the wolf would have been, yeah, the wolf would have taken a punching. It does anyway, but I will give it to Jesper. He's tried very hard this game to kill these dancers. Well, one of them killed his wolf, so I can relate. Except for the KO, he hasn't really had that much luck doing it, but he is doing what I think is the right thing, which is trying to kill them. Yeah, you dodged that one out now. And there you go then you go for the 3+2+ dodge out to put that here. Yeah, put it here. Here. Well. Yeah, you're blitzing the dancer, or you're, yeah, with the wolf, probably. I probably would have tried to get some of the guard players in here. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, please kill it. Ugh. Never lucky. Does this ghoul stay here or go in front? Or I think it stays here, because if it goes down here, it's just getting blitzed with Mighty Blow, and it's an unprotected ghoul. Oh, well, Jesper said, "Fuck you, unprotected ghoul. You're just getting blitzed with Mighty Blow, because this one will run up here, this one will dodge out and blitz, unless it's." Oh yes, yes, yes. Well, sorry, Johansson. He's MNG. He's not dead. It was very close. He's MNG. Johansson, I'm sorry. I'm rooting this hard for your players to die because, but that's just we can't really allow you to live on with the mighty blow dancers. That's just unnatural. Yeah, you score here. The apple's gone. You don't try to stall this out losing additional players. You just score, you're up 2-0, and now you just run away. The rest of this game for the Wood Elves should be just running the fuck away and standing in a corner, basically protecting this guy. Yeah, they're back here. These will take punches and probably be left to die and get fouled if Jesper's in the mood. But these should basically just run away to either this corner or this corner. The Wood Elves have won this. It would take a really, really strong kick and a fast score with the Wolf to see if you could somehow take the ball off Wood Elves uh, and get the 2-2. It's possible, but it's highly unlikely. So let's switch around. Yeah, he's getting a scoring threat in, and he's going straight for the dancer. No fucks given, just going straight for the dancer, trying to kill it. And he gets it down. I think probably given this was this is very rowdy. I wouldn't have expected this either, but Johansson probably should have put these 4 players down here where they couldn't get hit by the wolf, because if that had died, I think he would have been mad with himself over it. Oh, this would level the golem. No, it doesn't. The move bust golem. It looks like Jesper has decided to keep it and play on with it. You can argue both for and against that. I think it's all we're almost halfway past through in the season, and if he recycles this golem for a new one, he's probably only getting the new one to maximum to block. Um, so I think keeping it it is justifiable. It's a very slow piece, but it is justifiable to do it. Now we're blitzing the wolf. Gets the wolf down. Could we have a double wolf slaying on this game? Nope. He's fouling it. This is a really, in this game, no fucks are given. It was about, up until where the wolf died, this was just, ordinary. We're blitzing with mighty blow. We're blitzing back with mighty blow, trying to get forward momentum. But after that wolf died, this has just been we fouling and trying to kill each other's players. This is real Blood Bowl. Uh, he said, maybe sounding a little bit too uh, blood greedy than I was feeling, but the the way to win over Wood Elves is to basically kill the Elves, and the way to win over Necro teams are to kill the positionals. So can't really blame any of these coaches for doing what they're trying to do. Yeah, it's turn 15. You have 2 rerolls. I think that's probably fair enough. Soul Reaver is KO'd. You have blitzed, so you can't hit the ball here, and that's also guard, so it would be red dice all over. Maximum, you're beating the wolf here, and you're eating the skull. And undo is KO'd. So it's turn 15 for the Necro. The way the second half has been going, I'm almost guaranteeing that he's trying to hit the wolf, hit the dancer with the wolf. And now he gets it because that's an assist. And that's 2 dice. And he gets it. Oh, please, Crowley, please die. And he's only KO'd for the second time this game. For fuck's sakes, just die, man. Just die. Yeah, Night Stalker sent off. And the Wood Elves keep fighting. Johansson, I think one just an unsolicited advice here. If you want your team to live long term, then in situations where you're up 2-0 and you basically won the game, just run away. Just run the fuck away. You don't need to fight this. You've won. Just run. The Apo's gone. You could have lost this dude. But but I if it's oh shit. Ghouls dying on GFIs is a common thing, and it's 2-1. So the Wood Elves take it home 2-1 versus the Necro. MNG or most valued player goes to Guido on the Wood Elf side. So Guido is 1 point from probably wrestle or block, and Soul Reaver is a touchdown away from probably tackle. Could also be stand firm. Probably tackle. I would think tackle, or if he's really thinking banger style, it could be piling on. Of course, it could also be if he rolls a double, it could also be dodge. Nice SPPs on the Wood Elf side, and also a decent amount of SPPs on the Necro side. But the Necro lost the Wolf, and that's what really makes this a rough match for the Necro. So yeah, and the leaderboard. At the top, we have the Skaven and the Wood Elves. Disgusting Skaven and disgusting Wood Elves. We really need to kill those teams. The Orcs, solid on a third. The High Elves, also fairly solid. The Dwarves, my Dwarves, they're starting to pick up. They didn't do that well in the beginning, but they're starting to pick up. Suns are doing okay. Suns will Sun. Necro, This was a rough match for the Necro. Kislev, um, yeah, this is. I think that for new Kislev, this is actually okay. This is decent. The Chaos Dwarfs, they struggle. They struggle because they've lost blockers, which is rough for them. Bretonians, I think that the same, in a sense that um, they've been a little bit from a results point of view cursed by the fact that they've rolled some really nice setups, but they also really need to get dodge on the blitzers, because once the blitzers are blodgers, they can do much more. So I think this result is probably um, in part at least due to the fact that this team right now it's developing, and once they get dodge on the blitzers, I think we will see these results coming. I think we will see the Bretonians moving up the ladder. Uh, the humans, Benjamin's humans, they're taking a punching. They're just dying left and right. Um, it's a little bit. I like humans. Humans are a really fun team to play. Um, but once they start to snowball and get injuries, it can be really tough getting them back up on their feet. Um, And last we have the AI, the Camry, which is shit. It's lost all its games, which is probably what we see every season for the AI. So yeah, that was game of the week. I think we're almost done with this, with the day 9 of the first parts of the season. We only need the High Elves and the Spanish Exposition. That was the Bretonian team, right? That's the Bretonian team. Yeah. So the Bretonians, if they win over the High Elves, they can take a good step up the ladder. But if the High Elves win, they will probably will they go past? Yeah, they will go past the Orcs and move into third place with the same results as number one and two. So if the High Elves win, we actually have one, two, three with all the same stats, 7-1-1. So let's see. Should be interesting. Um, and this is Cruel signing off for this game of the week. I will see you next week. Bye now.